I think it's important that you try to write more. When you're not inspired, you will push your skills. Look, you know, if we all, you know, writing when you're inspired is easy, but, you know, finishing songs, it's the other part. It's the skill, working with words. And that only comes from using a lot of words. And I think that you have to write the bad songs away. And you can wait, you can start now, or you can start 5 years from now, but you still have to write all the bad shit away until you get to the sweet. But you know, it's important because if you keep writing, someday you need an idea. You have a good guitar. Well, you go to your old books and you look, oh yeah, that might work, you know. I go back 10 years sometimes in old books of mine and find an idea for something new. And sometimes songs, I think, you have to live longer. You have the initial idea, but you have to live longer to write, to finish them. That's what I think about. Sometimes songs take some time to come. I've worked 3 years on a song before. One song. So they come in different, sometimes you're lucky and they fly in the window. Hi, I'm here. That's very, very lucky.
I remember a masterclass with him, and he told me his father used to tell him, if you want to write, read. Do you read?
I read all the time. I read 1 or 2 books a week. Yeah. Big reader. It's good. And I get a lot of ideas from books. A lot.
Il prend beaucoup de ses idées de chansons en fait, dans les musiques.
You know what? Also, there's some very good books now on songwriters, like Bob Dylan's Chronicles. It's a wonderful book. There's on all your favorite. I'm sure Serge. I read a very good one on Serge. You know, they're on all your songwriters. You can read their biographies, and I highly recommend it. It's very inspirational. You see how they, if it's a good book. And I prefer the books written by the authors. But don't just read. I like reading artist books, like dancers, about dancers, how they practice. You know, discipline. Miles Davis wrote his own an autobiography. It's a wonderful book. You know, read about all kinds of artists. It's very good for you and for me, and very inspiring. I use a dictionary.
Huh?
Not all the time, though.
Yeah.
Only when I'm stuck, you know. And sometimes it's good to have a dictionary to go through the stop sign. If you can't move, a dictionary can help.
So you say you use a dictionary.
A rhyming dictionary.
A rhyming dictionary.
Yes. And I have 3 different kinds because I think dictionaries each has a different direction. So it's a tool, that's all.
Do you use other stuff like mini recorder to save your ideas? And what other tools do you use?
For me, a place is important. A desk, la bureau. This is important for me. In this place, it's where I write songs. I have mini disc with a microphone. I have my dictionaries. I have a nice light. I have a door that I can close. So, and privacy is important for me. I think not everybody can have this kind of life, though. But for me, a place is important because I sit down and I'm a songwriter. It's easier for focus. I highly recommend for everybody to have some sort of recording microphone, mini disc, cassette, computer. If you have a computer, you can have GarageBand inside, and you can use your computer to record. really a good idea to be able to listen to yourself. And if you have problems connecting lyrics to music, then you need to be hearing your music after you play your music. You understand? I mean, you play guitar, right? You can record it, and then after, just put your music on, click, and then look at your words and listen to your music. And you will find you can bring them together. But you have to work. After you see maybe perhaps the feeling or the emotion is the same with what you write, then you have to, with the words, to fit the music. It's a way to do it. One way. I personally think it's a good idea to put your first thoughts down on a tape recorder. I do. There's something magical about those first thoughts. I agree that, and for me, where the song ends is often different than where it begins. But sometimes there's even two songs or more in that first idea. You know, that first idea is very important. I think it's an important thing to. And the other thing that I think it's important for me anyway to put the first initial idea, because that's the spark. You know, that's the God has descended and touched you. Bing, magic, record. Okay, thank you. And then it's work.
About music, do you think it's important? Do you read music, and do you think it's important?
I don't read music. I played clarinet in school for 10 years, but music kept me on a piece of paper like this. That's the only way I could play clarinet, is if I was looking at a piece of paper. So when I discovered the guitar, I was like, yes, this is what I want, because I could create. But I don't, you know, if you read music, it's good. I think everybody has a different way. I don't think you must read music to create.